Okay, so the first one, a Dallas officer goes home to the wrong apartment, kills the man inside. A white Dallas police officer who said she mistook a black neighbor's apartment for her own. Yeah, she fatally shot the person and authorities are seeking manslaughter charges, police said on Friday. It was not clear what the officer may have said to the 26-year-old Botham Jean after entering his home late Thursday. But given what investigators currently know about the case, they decided to pursue a manslaughter case, police said. And I quote, "Right now there are more questions than we have answers." I think that's a typical police chief response. Renee Hall, who told everyone at the news conference, she said that she spoke to Jean's sister to express condolences to the family. In
Talk
America,
truth now. Talk truth.
and this is Dallas, Texas. This is Texas, and I lived in Texas.
The gun them raging and blazing.
And this is a police officer, so it's no random person who run up and just go in at somebody else and kill you. You gotta tell me, say, you walk into a house and you know see that everything in the house.
I don't feel.
Nothing
That's exactly
belong to
what
you.
I asked.
Nothing at all belongs to you.
That's what I asked.
That's
When I said it yesterday, me had a half look at me and said, all right, I'm going to make you interview her here. But I mean, it's not even a joke. It's serious. Like when you got inside the house, you didn't realize, oh, hey, the table for my keys isn't here. Or, hey, that chair is cream and mine is brown.
Yeah.
Or like that never, was she drunk? What was happening? I don't get it.
She forgot.
I don't get it. And he's 26 years old. He had his entire life ahead of him.
I know, it just makes me think, like, at my age, because I'm pretty close to it, you know?
Yes, do it. Tell everybody how old you are.
Everybody know how old I am.
No, they don't.
Yes, I do. I'm 27.
No.
Stop that, no? You know what you're going to do that, you know? But
It's not funny.
Yeah, man, it's disturbing, man. It's disturbing.
It's not funny. I mean, it's insane when you think about what he's going to have to do with, like, what she's going to have to do. Is she going to go to jail? Is she now going to, I mean...
She probably won't.
That's a likelihood, right? That she won't end up in jail at all, because guess what? He ain't white. Next up, from a good deed to criminal investigation. Johnny Bobbitt Jr., a homeless Philadelphia ex-Marine, will get the money owed to him from a GoFundMe campaign that raised more than $400,000 for him. His attorney, Chris Fallon, tells CNN a couple, Kate McClure and Mark D'Amico, started the campaign after McClure ran out of gas and became stranded last October, and Bobbitt helped her out with his last $20. Can you imagine that? In homeless, in nano money, and he helped her out with the last $20 have, and she never have no gas. The page was titled, Paying It Forward, and the response was incredible. 14,347 people donated over $706,000. Of course, in 10 months. Since then, the money has been in dispute. And Bobbitt is suing the couple, accusing them of fraud. Bobbitt's attorney says his clients has only seen about $75,000 of that money and should have gotten about $300,000 more after GoFundMe fees. The couple has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, but a court-ordered deadline for them to hand over the cash has been passed. I'm glad to them pass it because trust you me, after the man gave him the last $20, you use this story, put it up on your thing, say, you know what, I'm going to pay it for it, I'm going to give him this money, this is for him, and goody, them boops, $400,000, and you out of your greed now, say, if they need them more than this, and you give this little chupans and you decide to take the rest, you're crave.
And it's a lot of times, that's why I'm hesitant when them come on TV and show these kids in Africa who are suffering and ask you to donate.
And you don't know how much money is going to them. You know, recently I was talking to a friend of mine and she was informing me about someone else in a very similar situation, saying that most of the charities that the person does, like the charity only get a certain amount, like a little. And then I said to myself, how often does this happen? How often does this happen around us that we don't know? So you know what? If you feel the need to give something, how about you go give it to a person? Yeah. How about you go give it to an institution? How about you give it to a child? How about you sponsor a child at a children's home? How about you go? I'm not telling you that all people are doing this, but I'm saying just be careful of where you give your money.
You have some very trustworthy people in
of course.
foster homes
and
stuff like that. But you have to be mindful. Do your own research.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, even when people go to these mission trips overseas to take pictures with the kids, it's for self.
Yeah, man.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, man. That's why a lot of the times when I see people on social media doing all of these things, if somebody else catch you doing it, right, on social media, and they're like, yo, look how I see so-and-so, I do so-and-so for so-and-so. I'm like, wow, that neaty. But when you have a big camera, I walk around behind you, say you're going to give this to so-and-so and give this to so-and-so, it don't look good. It look like you do it for publicity.
Yeah, you know what looks good though? Nike.
Yay!
Even though they say investors are not happy with the new TV ad, and Wall Street seems to think Nike just blew it with its new ad campaign featuring the controversial quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Shares
skyrocket.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, and I said this though, and the way I said it, my friends said, who is the biggest market for people who buy brand names?
Exactamundo. It's not a white man. It's not a white 40-odd, 50-odd-year-old man.
Because
black athletic types buy
because
Nike.
They won't
Yo,
buy.
that at your body give me goose pimples.
Right? They won't buy the brand name stuff. No. It's the African American community who
Then
buys
here's
it.
this joke, right? I see all of these white men out there burning their sneakers. I'm like, what I'm saying? I said pause. Oh no, it's a Nike already have the money. Like, they have the money in their pocket already, so you burning the sneakers means absolutely nothing.
But you
to
know,
them.
though, even though they had the whole hashtag Nike boycott, which is trending on Twitter, they think, a lot of Americans think that Nike is just an American company.
Oh, come on.
Nike is global.
And guess what? Y'all weren't the people they were trying to reach anyway. Yeah. So if y'all want to burn it, burn it.
But the question comes, do they know? A lot of people don't even understand why he's protesting. He protested, Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
They kept thinking he was disrespecting the flag, and he kept saying over and over and over,
it's
LeBron James and company, it's not about the flag. It's about the injustice that African American and people of color are facing in America.
And I read about another athlete who, before that, decided that he was going to do that. He actually was disrespecting the flag. He was white, of course, so it wasn't a big deal.
Richie Incognito.
There you go.
Come on,
and when I read it, I was like, look at that. Anyway, as far as I know, the people who are in support, there were messages coming in for Kaepernick, and who, after he took a knee, if you don't know what we're talking about, during the national anthem before the NFL games in 2016, he said it was to protest several high-profile shooting deaths of black people by police. That's what he was protesting. So, and I don't see how kneeling is less reverent than standing.
The veterans don't have
I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not even going to get into Donald Trump and his behavior and what he thinks about this, because so much has been going on with him right now. Obama came out yesterday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He spoke for about an hour. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Galvanizing the troops. Yes, Obama, you know we love you out here. Wagwan, Jamaica. But we're done, right? We have to go for a break.
Yeah, well, video pic. So,
video pic. Yeah, we're going to have a video pic.
Small
right
Locks, Jesse Royal.
Yeah, let's go.